Hi, me again. Isn't it hot? When I thought yesterday, Sunday, when I thought it was hot today, a bit muggy, cloudy. I feel I'm back in Spain. It's too hot in my place, wouldn't get aircon fitted. I thought we'd go for a little air and done one of these little walks for ages, have we? I thought we'd have a little walk about today. A couple of things to talk about. I thought they were interesting. You probably won't. But we'll do it anyway, because the first one to come up with, there was a bit of a furore. I saw it in all the papers last week, and this morning, the 26th, was the first day of the new BBC Breakfast Studio. And they're talking about it. As you would expect, anything to do with the BBC comes under full judgment of the people, because of the way it's funded. If they change the way they're funded, no one would care if they got a new news studio, would they? Who cares? It says here, look, BBC breakfast fans fume. Waste of licence fee payers' money as show marks end of era. I started seeing stuff like this in the trade press. Where is it? There's one in Televisual, which is TV trade press, which I follow for some reason. They were talking about it last week, and they had some like behind the scenes shots of it and stuff. But I read it all, and I can't see how much of it is actual studio and how much of it is going to be green screen. Struggling to see, because you look at some of the pictures. There's a selfie of Sally with Thingy, and it looks quite pucker there. But then when you look at this sports day bit, or the bit with Carol Kirkwood here, all looks like it'd be green screen to me. And it'd be cheap green screen, wouldn't it? So how much of it's going? It doesn't give any details in any of the trade press or anything. How much it costs, how much of it's green screen, how much of it's physical studio. There must have been a reason for doing it. So the reasons for doing it might be cost savings, because some of these newer studios now, they have virtual cameramen, don't they? They're all just robotic cameras, so you can do without a camera operator. So there's some cost savings there. Or they just wanted to burn some money. Because how much did the new news studio cost when they changed the news studio? It was in the millions, wasn't it? It's 1.1, no, it was more than 1.1 million. I'll have to go back on that and find out. I'll try and overlay it on the screen if I can find it. Because they had that new studio, didn't they? I don't know how much this cost. So it's either they needed to do it for cost savings or for green screen purposes, or they just have money to burn. I know which one I'd pick. Out of those options, they had money to burn, didn't they? Money to burn. What else do we have to talk about? I haven't got many things to talk about today. Just to flick you through the papers, eating my cornflakes this morning, looking for something that interests me. You can turn around and have a look at the boats while I'm talking if you like. Hold on. Yeah, have a little look at the boats while I'm talking. But this one interested me somewhat. I won European Sex Championships. Here's what happened inside the Adult Star house. Let's have a walk about. There's my Bentley again. I haven't figured out how to work this camera facing the other way. Because when you have it this way, you see, it follows your face, sort of. Yeah, so this one, where was it? I won European Sex Championships. Here's what happened inside the Adult Star house. European Sex Championships. I mean, if I see the title that says European Sex Championships, I'm gonna read the article, right? So it says here there was a prize of 860,000 quid. The European Sex Championships become infamous after a number of adult stars left the event dubbed Low Budget Big Brother. So I had a look through. They got to live in this house for a period of time, and they were all kicking off because they've got to sleep in the beds that they've got to do 45 minutes worth of sex in each day. 45 minutes of sex each day. That's more than I've had in 40 years. Anyway, the reason this interested me is because they all had to live in this house a la Big Brother. Why is this not a mainstream thing? How did Channel 5 not come up with this? Does that not seem odd to you? I'll spin you around again. Does that not seem odd to you that Channel 5 did not come up with this idea first? I find that fascinating. It seems a matter of time before we're going to have this on Channel 4 or on Channel 5. Can I tilt this thing? Oh yeah, look, I can control it and everything. Look at that. It seems a matter of time, doesn't it? Until Channel 4, Channel 5 are doing the world set. Well, no, they'll do the European first, and then they might do an American one, and then we'll have the World Sex Championships. A bit like, what do you call it? Britain's Got Talent and America's Got Talent, and they did do a World's Got Talent, didn't they? Matter of time. I'm telling you, you heard it here first. Matter of time. And the last one I had to talk about, which I thought was just silly. Sickening Glastonbury toilets await revellers who face loos bombed by monster poos. There's 210,000 people, apparently, according to this article, attended. And they're complaining about the loos. And the loos are never good. I've been to V Festival a few times. The loos are never good, are they? For anything like that. So how can you complain? But they're kicking off because men were peeing in the bushes or peeing in a stream. That's the advantage of being a bloke, I'm afraid. Hey, deal with it. That's what happens. But the toilets weren't much better because they were these composting toilets, and you've got to take a scoop of sawdust with you to make it nice for the next person along. So how is a composting toilet, which is a hole in the ground, different to a bloke peeing in the woods? If you want a good toilet, you got to pay, what was it, 24 grand for the glamping ticket. I don't know. You don't expect good toilets at these things, do you? I've been to a few things and a few concerts and that. And it was like 3 or 4 days, Glastonbury. You honestly think those composting toilets or the plastic portaloos could hold up to that? Reminded me of the thing I saw on Netflix. What was it called? Because I'd watched the Fire Festival one. Oh, it was Woodstock 99. Have a look on. You might have to use a VPN because it might only be available in the States. I had my American VPN on at the time. Woodstock 99, story of it is like 3-parter. Brilliant it was. Absolutely brilliant. And yeah, it all kicked off on that, partly because of the loos and the water situation. So yeah, I don't know, 210,000 people, a few composting bogs. What do you expect? No? Just fell having a look. I haven't got any of your comments or anything today, really. I am trying to get quotes to get aircon fitted in the flat. It's been top floor and well insulated. It's a bit hot up there. And my brother-in-law, he is an air conditioning engineer. So all I got to do is find the kit and he'll install it FOC for me. Which would be nice of him. Because it is hot. It is hot. But no, nothing new to report, really. Currently shopping for a new laptop. Got a new work project, which I don't know if I can talk about. That's quite interesting. Involves first time for a long time I've had to do something in the adult industry. That's fun. That's fun. I can't really talk about it, I don't think. Don't think I'm allowed to, so I won't. If I find out I'm allowed to, maybe once I'm a bit further along in the project, I'll talk to you about it. But I hope you had a good weekend. It was hot. I didn't get too sunburnt. And yeah, I'll sign off here, I think, and I'll see you in the next one, whenever that will be. Ta-da!